Hey guys, so this is a summary of our conversation last month, and then I'll give a quick update for next month. So, when we think about substance abuse, we first of all ask this question: what percentage of people struggle with some kind of substance abuse? Well, we discussed this in a couple of our meetings that basically 100% of people struggle with substance abuse. The question is, what substance and how often? But it might be something as simple as in the middle of an afternoon, you're frustrated by something and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go eat a cookie because I'm frustrated right now. Well, in a sense, that's substance abuse. The food is not being eaten to sustain energy for something good to do with your life. We're eating the cookie because we're frustrated about something in life. So everyone struggles with substance abuse at some level. But oftentimes the equation looks like this for men. A man who has substance abuse equals a bad man. That's as simple as it's looked at. And if this is the equation, then the formula for change and the fixing of our problem is to simply subtract substance abuse so you can become a good man again. But this equation and this formula is really off. And we talked about this, that when you have the wrong formula, the dangers of that is, one is you get the wrong solution. And that leads to massive frustration because the wrong solution never works. It doesn't matter if it's called a solution. It doesn't matter how many people say it's solution. If it's the wrong solution, it never works. So this basic formula for success, well, just stop your substance abuse, then you'll be a good man. A person will put all their focus on stopping substance abuse, which doesn't lead to stopping substance abuse. So number one, frustration. Number two, you end up beating yourself up. Because why can't I just stop this substance abuse? Why can't I just stop doing this? Why can't I just stop thinking this way? And a person ends up beating themselves up, which really leads to this common problem that you really can't overstate the trouble with it, and that is just selfishness. Selfishness sounds so simple, but listen, the person that is focusing on their problem, either the doing of it or the stopping of it, ultimately, that is the focus on oneself. If I'm thinking about my problem, I am focusing on me, and at the core, that is selfishness. So let's look at what I think is the real equation for substance abuse, and that is this: a man who has a substance abuse problem equals a normal man, because everyone does at some level. But the person who has this higher level of problem where it threatens to be an addiction or to overtake their life, this is really a person, their issue is a life that's lacking substance. And this is the part of the equation that is oftentimes it's left out of the formula. We oftentimes just tell a man, if you're struggling with a substance, that makes you a bad man, thus you need to stop the substance. When in reality, how often is it the case that the person struggling with substance abuse is really living a life that is lacking substance? So that brings us to this question: what adds substance to a man's life? And we discussed some of this. I remind you, one is adventure. When a man is doing something that brings adventure to his life, it's really important. This is why sometimes it's something like sports, we can think it's just a silly hobby. Certainly it can be, aspects of it can be. Just recently, I signed up for a 5 mile trail run at Turkey Mountain here in Tulsa. Well, it wasn't much of a run for me, but I did it. I went out and did that thing, and it was an adventure. It was outside of the box. It wasn't impressive, but it was absolutely an adventure. Secondly, is competition or challenge. Competition. Just recently, I went and played in a disc golf tournament with some friends, and there was competition. And it wasn't an impressive tournament. It was just down the street from my house, and anyone can sign up, and people of all levels signed up. And but it was a competition. I was competing. Just recently, I went to a football game, and then a couple of days later, went to a professional baseball game. And both of these were attended by thousands of people. But as I sat there watching, I thought to myself, the greater thing is not that we get to watch a sporting event played by famous people. The greatest thing is that all of us as people can be competing in our way in our own life. Certainly, it's not wrong to go see a ball game. I think that's part of the adventure in life, to go see a game with your buddies. But the greater adventure, the greater challenge and competition is that we are competing in our own life. Thirdly, what adds substance to a man's life is powerful friendship. Can I say something that really, really sticks out to me from my background? I felt like powerful friendship was having people in your life that helped you stop your substance abuse. And I guess there's an element of that that can certainly be true. But when I think of powerful friendship to me is people in my life that keep me pursuing all of these things that add substance to my life. Powerful friendship adds substance to my life. Powerful friendship is not having someone who's like a probation officer to me, who's trying to fix me. Powerful friendship is people who keep me in the game, who keep me running races, who keep me lifting weights, who keep me competing. And a fourth aspect, something that brings substance to a man's life, is love. This is a whole larger conversation for sure. But I'll say this, for many men, one of the greatest missing components of their life is a marriage that is not adding substance to them, and they don't know how to change it. That's a can of worms I just opened up. But here's the main thing I want to say in summary to all the conversations we had in the last month. Many men spend their life beating themselves up over their manly, fleshly passions. And we try to fix ourselves and stop ourselves from lusting and stop ourselves from eating too many donuts and try to stop ourselves from wanting alcohol. The greater goal is to pursue what I would call the godly passions within ourselves, to go make a difference in the world, to go do something great with people, to go shine a light in a dark world. A lot of these things right here, instead of beating ourselves up for the fleshly desires within us that kind of wage a war against us, instead of beating ourselves up, what if instead we pursue these greater things that we can do with our life? That's how I want to summarize it. So when you're helping men in your life, because men who are in the league are oftentimes men who want to help men, we have a powerful way of helping men. Because we are not pointing men to fix their problem. We are pointing men to focus on their purpose and the difference they can make in their life. Now, next month in the league, real quick, how can we specifically help you with your business and your life? When we gather, we're going to specifically ask, how can we help you? Do you need us to share a piece of content or an advertisement about your business? Do we need to help you connect with someone that we know that can enhance your business? How can we actually help you with your business or maybe with your life? Maybe you have a goal personally and you want to tell us what that goal is, and you want us to keep up with you on what that is. And so lastly, so next week the meetings are at the normal times. Monday, I think you hear in the background my grandson having an adventure right now. So Monday is Denny's at 6:30 a.m. Tuesday is Remax Owasso, 6:30 a.m. Tuesday at lunchtime is Fenctrac in Tulsa. Let me know. Text me. Let me know if you're going to be there, so I will have your lunch. And then Tuesday night on Zoom, text me. I'll get you a link to the Zoom for that. And then Wednesday, also at lunchtime, Erin, Catron and Company, also RSVP. Let me know you're going to be there, so I will have your lunch. My brother, until next week, I encourage you to do something that involves adventure, competition, challenge, powerful friendship, and love. Go take on the day.